We already completed the trading and P&L accounts. Now we will start with the balance sheet. So this is the question of Krishna Chaitanya, which we completed our trading and P&L yesterday. We will quickly start with the balance sheet. So draw your pro forma. I'll wait for a minute. By the time you draw the pro forma and put the heading. The name is given, so be careful with the heading. Balance sheet of Mr. Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna Chaitanya as on 31st December 2013. Yes, the ones who are online, I hope I am audible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Gayatri, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Gayatri, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You're audible.
Gayatri, one of you please respond. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am. I think she can hear us, right? Again.
But every day is working properly. Gayatri, once respond now. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, guys. Now I can hear you. Yes, so we'll start with the balance sheet. Quickly open our trial balance. And from the trial balance, we'll see wherever we have marked balance sheet, we'll take those entries. I need to check which problem is this. The first entry related to balance sheet is capital. We will leave capital aside. We will write capital at the end. Then the next one is drawing. So leave that. Start with machinery. Just check your adjustments also once. So machinery is on the asset side. Do we have depreciation on machinery? Yeah. So tell me the value of the depreciation. Machinery is given as 5,700. How much is the depreciation? 570. Okay. So deduct 570. Tell me the value in the outer column. Quickly use your calculators. Remember, whenever you are writing the balance sheet, you will never use the terms to or by. Balance sheet is not an account. I am repeating this every time. It's a statement. Do not use to or by. 5130. Sorry. Yeah. 5130. Okay. The next one after machinery, what do we have? See here, trial balance. Directly, I guess we have bank overdraft, right? Bank overdraft is on the, am I looking at the correct problem? So bank overdraft will come on the liability side, it is 1200. Let's move forward to the next transaction. After bank overdraft, you have debtors. Do we have an adjustment for debtors? Yes or no? We have. What is the adjustment? We have the provision, I remember. Yeah, provision for debts is there, 960. Do we have bad debts also? No. Okay, 960 is the provision. So write there less provision and in brackets write there new provision so that you remember which one you are deducting. And what is the value of debtors? It is 19,200 minus 960. Tell me the final value. How much? 8,000. 18,240. Okay. Next we come to cash in hand. Directly in the outer column, as there are no adjustments, it is 288. The next one is creditors. So we'll take it on the liability side. Do we have an adjustment for creditors? See if there is any discount given for creditors. Yeah, it's there. Yes, so we have to take that, right? How much is creditors given? It is 6,000. What is the reserve? 120. Okay. So let's reserve for discount. That is 120. So outer column would be, oh, 1 second. 6,000 less 120. Yeah, what did you say outer column? 5880. Okay. Next, move forward to the next one. Bills receivable. What is that? No, this reserve is in P&L account, right? We will not take this. Oh, it's 120, sorry. Come to the next one, it's bills receivable. So again, assets. Excuse me. Bills receivable. What am I doing today? Bills receivable is how much? 1440. After bills receivable, what do you have? It's bills payable. So liability side. Come to the liability side. Bills payable. See the amount. 1080. Okay. That's it. Now we need to look at the adjustments. So in the adjustments, first you have your closing stock. Take that. Tell me the value of your closing stock. Closing stock, it is 10,200. 1,020. Yeah, that's what 10,200. I told the same thing. Okay. Yes, after closing stock, what is the next adjustment? Debtors is there, creditors, reserve is there, that we have already taken, right? Look at the third adjustment. See, your third is outstanding rent. 160, we have to take it in the liability side. So take that outstanding rent. Outstanding rent 160. After that, the next one is prepaid taxes, which goes to the asset side. So take prepaid taxes. What is the amount? 320. Okay. So we have taken prepaid taxes. Also see the next adjustment. Depreciation machinery we have already taken. Advance apprentice premium 120 on the liability side. So take that. Advance apprentice premium. That was 120, right? On the liability side. Okay, we'll move forward to the next adjustment. Interest on capital we will take when we take capital. Next is goods destroyed by fire. So what should we take in the balance sheet? The insurance claim amount of 1,500. So right here, insurance claim 1500. So I hope everyone remembers the adjustment for goods destroyed by fire. Total loss in trading account credit side, actual loss P&L account debit side, insurance claim will go to balance sheet asset side. Right? So now we are only left with capital. And how many adjustments do we have for capital? Capital, first we have drawings to be deducted. Then we have interest on capital to be added, and then we have net profit to be added. Yes, so now first tell me the amount of capital. Capital is 25,500, drawings is 4,260. So first let us take that. 25,500 and 4,260. Deduct and tell me the amount. 21,240. Okay. Now next is interest on capital. See the adjustment. How much is interest on capital? Interest on capital 1275. So add that 1275 to 21,240 and tell me the amount again. It would be 22,515. Okay, now tell me the amount for net profit. 6163. Okay. So add that 6163 also and then tell the amount in the final column. 1 second. 6163. Yes. Tell me now. 28,678. So we have taken all the entries. Quickly try balancing the balance sheet. Is it tallying or not? Check. Check your asset side and the liability side.
Mom, it is 37118.
37118. Both the sides?
Yes, mom.
It's tallying? Okay.
Yes, mom.
37118 is the total of the balance sheet. Okay, so I'll wait for a minute, quickly finish the problem and then we'll do the next one. So our balance sheet is tallying, it implies we have done all the entries correctly. So as I told you, this is a very, very important question. So I'll just tell you the most important adjustments which usually appear in your problems. First one is about outstanding expenses. You will surely have one adjustment on outstanding amount. So whenever there is an adjustment on outstanding expenses or income, you should check whether it is an expenditure or an income. Expenditure will always be a liability, income will always be a asset, right? The next adjustment will be for your prepaid amount. Anything prepaid expenditure is always an asset. Income received in advance is a liability. The third adjustment is for your bad debts and the reserve. So remember, bad debts and reserve is given in the adjustment, it should appear twice. The one given in the trial balance will appear only once, right? And reserve you will always calculate after deducting your bad debts. The next adjustment is for your goods destroyed by fire. So as I told you, total loss will go to trading account, actual loss to the P&L account, insurance claim amount will go to the balance sheet. Then you have the usual adjustments like interest on capital, interest on drawing, all these things. Right? So are we done with the problem?